Summer entertaining is in full swing, and while platters are an easy option to fall back on, they can get a little bit boring.
Yeah, no kidding. Here to help us ditch the chips and take our platter game up a notch is food expert Jason Skrobar. Jason, I'm very excited about this.
I'm excited. Welcome to the kitchen, Matt.
Thank you very much. My first time in the kitchen, so we're excited. So this is what we kind of usually see, right? Platters. You might walk into a party, something like this, and we're going to start with our vegetables.
This must fill your heart.
Well, I mean, the thing is that this is what you might see at a typical cocktail party or a backyard party. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but with the same amount of work, you can do something that's a little bit more elevated for your guests and just a wow factor. So really what you're doing here is you're just buying some vegetables and prepping them. But instead of doing that, why don't we...
Okay, what do you have for us?
Do a...
Make us look good.
I like the word.
Monochromatic.
Wow.
Crudité platter. So basically it is the same amount of work because you're buying the same amount of vegetables, you're prepping the same amount of vegetables, but it's just all one color. So you can do this with,
I was gonna say, I don't recognize all the vegetables.
Okay, so you've got white asparagus, you've got endive, turnips, mushrooms, some baby turnips, cauliflower, and then in the middle, this is actually a hummus made with black tahini.
Ooh.
So instead of the regular white sesame tahini that you get, we've made this today with some black.
That's really good.
It's nice, and I added a little bit of spice for you because I know you like a little bit of heat. This is just something,
really
you know, it's the same amount of work, but it's just going to be like, look, I've made a little bit more effort here, look at this. And so the other thing that you're going to see...
Honestly, if I had a dime for every time I saw this at a party with the seafood.
And it happens all the time, right? It's a shrimp ring. It might sit there for a couple hours. It's going to get warm. It's not going to stay cold. And it's not that exciting. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take this away.
And it honestly looks like what you probably just did, which was like stopped off at the grocery store before the party.
5 minutes before, send someone out. And so what we're doing today is we're going to showcase some smoked fish.
Wow.
So this is smoked fish platter. It is a little bit of work, but you got to remember, all of this is store-bought. So we've got some smoked gravlax with beet smoked gravlax.
Nice.
Some herring, smoked herring. This is smoked salmon dip. Some smoked trout, and then you just add a few different things to like fill it out, right? So you've got some olives, some red onions, and then some crackers, some rye bread.
What one is that, Jason?
This is beet cured salmon.
Oh, interesting.
And this is a little bit extravagant. You don't have to go this crazy, but go to your local grocery store, buy as much smoked fish as you can, fill it out with some olives. You can buy those at the grocery store as well, some capers, and it's just an easy way to say, you know, like, I've made a little bit of an effort here, and it's just something different that you might not expect.
And I like that's what's, it's different, right? So it's different in two, because my wife and I love to do platters. We love to do charcuterie, we do prosciutto, we do the meat platters as well, and the cheese boards too. But now,
and that brings us into the next one. And I was thinking, let's do something a little different than the charcuterie board, which has been so popular for the last couple of years. And that's like, you know, all your cured meats, like your prosciutto and your salami, and add cheese. But today, what we're doing, and this is so simple. What I did is I bought a rotisserie chicken. I broke it up, and so that's store-bought, right?
That's store-bought, like the ones, like the warm chickens you just get.
Yeah, that you get,
Jason,
and you just break that down, so it's already seasoned. I did cook off some rosemary potatoes. I made a really simple avocado cream sauce. So there's some creme fraiche in there, some sour cream, some parsley, and then over here I threw on a steak on the grill. So that's a flank steak, takes about 3-4 minutes per side.
And it's very hearty looking. Like I feel like I'm gonna eat well.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to be picking at the prosciutto all night.
And when have you seen potatoes too on a board, which I love as well, which is a great
and you can take this and you can dip it into the sauce. So this here, we got the guacamole, not guacamole, but the avocado sauce. This is a romesco, so it's a Spanish sauce. It's got smokiness to it, some peppers, some tomatoes, and I added some grilled bread. Because you can take your steak, your chicken, your sauces, you can do whatever you want. It's sort of like a choose your own adventure. And then lastly, so you always want to have a little bit of sweetness at your parties, right? And one of the last things I want to do in the summer is spend my time in the kitchen baking.
Especially when it's hot, like today.
I don't want that oven on, causing it to be even hotter in the kitchen. So what I did here is, and it looks extravagant.
It's beautiful.
But really, all it is store-bought fruit. And then I bought some chocolate, broke that up. I bought one piece of cheese. This is a fig a goat cheese with some fig in it. I add a little bit of honey.
My favorite touch.
And really, it's just about adding all kinds of different colors and some chocolate. And this took me about literally 10 minutes.
See, and you haven't bought a lot. I overbuy for my platters all the time, but this is
Right.
like, you know, a set of grapes and a little bit of cherries. This
And
is
if you
really
do
good.
overbuy a little bit, you can, you know, because this will get eaten up throughout the night, you can add a little bit more through the night so that your guests aren't seeing a board that's half empty.
And it's not like we get star fruit and we have a few white currants, right? You said
White currants,
which are so delicious.
But you know, also buy whatever you like, buy whatever you see. And right now, especially because it's in the middle of summer, you've got all the farmers markets that have all of these local
Right.
fruits. So wherever you are in Canada, you're going to have a farmers market in your neighborhood, hopefully, and they'll have all of these fruits that you might not have at the grocery store.
Jason, this is fantastic. Thank you for elevating our summer
You're
dining.
welcome.
And of course, these ideas and the recipes are on our website, yourmorning.ca. This is so good.
So good.